We woke up bright and early on April 6th and got ready for our trip to the Nzimbi River Lodge in Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe. We stayed here till the 13th. Over the course of the next 6 days, we would split our time between Zambezi and Victoria Falls. Although these are two different geographical sites, Victoria Falls is a feature of the Zambezi River. The Zambezi River is one of the world's cleanest rivers and the fourth longest river in Africa. Zambezi River translates into Great River in Tonga, and the name perfectly fits it. It travels through 6 countries and provides water power for Zimbabwe. It marks the border of Zimbabwe and Zambia. Victoria Falls is one of the largest waterfalls in the world, with a 354-foot drop and being 1.25 miles wide. It is located on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe, right on the Zambezi River. Mist from the falls can be spotted over a dozen miles away. We arrived at Victoria Falls just in time to take a 2-hour guided tour with Wild Horizons that cost $20 for us. We walked along the falls, and our tour guide gave us some history. He told us that a Scottish explorer named David Livingstone discovered the waterfall in 1855, which he was looking for a route to the eastern coast of Africa. He named it Victoria Falls after the British monarch Queen Victoria. Although Livingstone named it Victoria Falls, it is still known by the name of Mosi o Tonya by the native locals, which translates into the smoke that thunders. After the tour, we checked the hotel room and settled in for the night. The first day in Zambezi was spent taking an elephant safari. We loved admiring all the elephants in their natural habitat as we sailed along the river marshes. There is no other way to describe it but awesome. The day after, we went on an amazing lion walk. The lion walk gave us a once-in-a-lifetime experience to get close enough to pet these giant beasts. April 9th was spent long and hard water rafting up the Zambezi River. We flipped around a few times, got caught in a few rocks, and traveled across over 10 miles of river. It was exhausting, but lots of fun. Thankfully, our amazing lodge provided pool-time relaxation after our trip. April 10th was a very thrilling day as we went bungee jumping off Victoria Falls. The jump had a 111-meter drop and cost $135 per person. It was so much fun the first time, we went and jumped a few more after. We agreed that if we could come back, bungee jumping would definitely be an event to repeat. April 11th was another busy day full of boat trips. A local boat company helped us find a cruise. We took a boat cruise around the river and saw the diverse wildlife. Both of us thoroughly enjoyed seeing the elephants, fish, lions, and hippopotamuses. After that, we rented a canoe through the same boat service. It was lots of fun floating along the river. On the final day at Victoria Falls was very relaxing, yet an adventure. We took a helicopter trip over the falls, and it was called Flight on the Angels. After seeing the waterfall at eye level for the past few days, gave us a great new perspective. We had an amazing time at the lodge, but all good things must come to an end. We spent the next day driving for 7.5 hours east to Bulawayo. On the way, we discussed how much we learned about the government in Zimbabwe in our limited time here. Dictator Robert Mugabe, age 90, is one of the world's most unknown dictators. For over 40 years, Mugabe maintains power forcefully as he spreads fear across the nation. A recent article called Malawi and Snub for Robert Mugabe Dictatorship describes Malawian diplomat Toko Banda's decision to turn down an ambassador job because of Mugabe. Banda accused Mugabe of multiple human rights violations. This affects people in both Malawi and Zimbabwe because both people are not getting the opportunity to gain the government officials they desire. Zimbabwe needs to gain control of their dictator and find a way to overthrow him. We stayed at the Holiday Inn in Bulawayo, and it cost around $170 per night. The next day, we woke up early to go to the National History Museum of Zimbabwe in Century Park. The museum was huge. We got lost in the 5 divided regions with many displays and valuable research collections. We found out that this museum is ranked number 4 in size and is the best museum in Southern Africa. We lost ourselves in the public display galleries and the 8 research departments that we explored. We were told that their research here is ongoing and that current topics being researched are anatomy, invertebrates, mammalogy, geology, and archaeology. We learned that the museum has only been around since 1964, but the idea for it came in 1901 by C.J. Rhodes. The museum was a really unique experience to Zimbabwe's past and present culture and national heritage.
Created using Powtoon.